All right, let's dive in. Today, we're looking at a truly unique personality profile. I mean, if you were born on December 25th, you're not just a Capricorn, you're a Christmas Capricorn. And in this explainer, we're going to decode all the powerful forces that make you, well, you. So, have you ever really thought about what it means to share your birthday with, you know, the most celebrated day on the entire planet? Trust me, it's so much more than just getting your presents combined. It actually stamps a very distinct personality right onto your soul. So, first up, let's get a handle on this core identity, the Christmas Capricorn. This means you're this amazing mix of that super steady, practical Earth energy and the deep, symbolic weight of being born on this very, very special day. At your heart, you are a true Capricorn, ruled by the planet Saturn. And that's where you get all that discipline, structure, and incredible ambition. But, and this is the key, being a Christmas baby adds this whole other layer of generosity and this feeling of a greater purpose. You're not just building for yourself, you feel this deep responsibility to guide and give back to others. Now, as with any powerful personality, there are always two sides to the same coin, right? So let's explore that dynamic dance between your biggest strengths and the pretty unique challenges that come right along with them. This slide just illustrates it perfectly. It's the central tension of who you are. On one hand, you are absolutely the giver, just naturally wired to lead and support everyone around you. But on the other side of that, you can easily become the burdened, carrying the weight of all that responsibility on your shoulders. The real lesson here is learning how to give without draining yourself. Setting boundaries so that your generosity actually empowers you instead of exhausting you. Okay, let's talk about your superpowers, because your strengths are absolutely formidable. You're not just ambitious, you're ambitious with a really strong moral compass. People look to you when things get crazy because you stay so calm under pressure. You've got this wisdom that feels way beyond your years, and all of that just makes you a natural-born leader. But here's the flip side. That same strength means you take on these incredibly heavy burdens, often way more than your fair share. You can be pretty emotionally guarded, which makes it tough to show vulnerability. A lot of that comes from this deep-seated fear of failure, and let's be honest, you're probably your own harshest critic. All of that can make finding a healthy work-life balance, a constant battle. So, where does all this come from? Let's dig into the cosmic and numerical forces that basically act as the blueprint for your personality, shaping you from the very second you were born. What's so cool about this slide is how it breaks down your astrological DNA into a simple recipe. First, you've got Saturn, your ruling planet, giving you that incredible discipline. Then you add the Earth element, which keeps you grounded and oh so practical. And finally, you sprinkle in that cardinal energy. That's the spark that gives you initiative and that powerful drive to lead. But it's not just about the stars. Nope. There's another powerful force at play, and it's hidden right there in your birthday. Let's take a look at the number 25. In numerology, we just reduce the birth date down to a single digit. So for you, it's simple. We take 2 plus 5, and that gives us the secret key to your inner world. And that number is 7. This is not just any old number. It is the number of the seeker, the thinker. It's the number of deep, intuitive wisdom. Now, this is so crucial to understanding you. While your Capricorn side is out there in the world building structures and climbing mountains, your number 7 side is a deep, philosophical thinker. You have a super strong intuition, and you're always looking for a meaning that goes way beyond just material success. Okay, so we've looked at all the raw materials that make up your personality. Now, let's see how this all actually translates into the practical areas of your life. We're talking relationships, finances, and your career. When it comes to love, you do not play games. That disciplined Capricorn nature means you are fiercely loyal and incredibly committed. Yeah, you might be a little cautious at first, taking your time to build trust, but that's just your inner wisdom doing its job. Once you let someone in, you are the most protective and stable partner, because for you, trust isn't just important, it's everything. So, who do you click with the best? Well, you'll find a really natural harmony with your fellow Earth signs, like Taurus and Virgo. They just get your practical nature and they share your desire for stability. It's a relationship built on solid ground. And for those deeper, more transformative connections, look to the water signs, like Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. They really speak to your intuitive side and can help you open up that emotionally guarded heart. Your approach to money is, no surprise, just as disciplined as the rest of your life. I mean, this chart says it all. You are all about long-term planning and strategic investing. That is the Saturn influence in action, building things that last. Spontaneous, frivolous spending? Yeah, probably not your thing. You're building for security and for a lasting legacy. This discipline just naturally pulls you towards careers where authority and responsibility are front and center. Fields like law, business, and finance, they're a perfect fit. They need that structure and long-term vision that you have tons of. But don't forget that number 7 wisdom. Roles in education or leadership also align so beautifully with your natural desire to serve and guide people. That allows you to build not just a career, but a really meaningful impact. So let's bring this all home. When we combine your ambitious Capricorn nature with that deep, introspective wisdom from your number 7, we finally discover your ultimate life path. This right here, this is the equation that defines you. You are not just a leader, you are a wise leader. You have the drive to get to the top, but you also have the inner depth to do it with integrity and a real sense of purpose. Ultimately, your journey is about so much more than just personal success. It's about blending your incredible talents for leadership and service to create something truly meaningful, something that leaves a lasting impact on the world. And that really just leaves us with one final thought. You were born with the blueprint for wise leadership. So the only question left to answer is, where and who will you choose to guide?